Maddie Brush, Janelle's daughter, recently revealed some startling information about her husband, leaving Sister Wives watchers stunned. She disclosed that things were falling out of their grasp since Kayla Brush had been diagnosed with a chronic renal ailment. Fans were discouraged when she went on to say that her husband would eventually require a kidney transplant. Given that she is witnessing her husband's suffering, Maddie is clearly going through one of the most difficult times of her life. She also disclosed whether she intended to have further children with Caleb or whether she made the decision to quit altogether. What had she disclosed? Caleb, what happened to him? To find out more about this controversy, continue reading. The husband of Sister Wives star Maddie Brush has been dealing with a long list of health issues for years. Viewers may recall Janelle Brown's 2018 commendation of her son-in-law for overcoming some severe health challenges. Caleb had survived a double pulmonary embolism, she disclosed. It seems to be a potentially fatal illness that may have taken his life in a single night. Janelle even commended Caleb on X, the platform that was formerly known as Twitter. She said to the public that his survival of his medical condition made him a walking miracle. According to the celebrity, it was a scary time for her whole family. The doctor said he wouldn't have woken up again if he had gone home and gone to sleep, Janelle wrote. However, what has become of him? Is he okay? During a recent Q&A session, Sister Wives star Maddie Brush revealed some startling allegations regarding her husband, Caleb Brush. It all began when a user inquired about her plans to have additional children. Caleb has chronic kidney disease, the celebrity quickly disclosed. Maddie recalled how the previous February to May timeframe was really dicey. They just put an end to their plans to have children, since Maddie made the decision to prioritize her husband's health. She wasn't certain, though, that this was the last choice. The celebrity stated unequivocally that her children were her favorite people, and if Caleb's health improved, there was a good chance she would soon have second thoughts. Fans were alarmed by all of this and questioned whether Caleb would require a kidney transplant. At this point, Maddie disclosed that her husband's kidney function was at 24% and that they were currently not in need of a transplant. However, she clarified that she would consider a transplant if they fell to 20%. Therefore, if things go out of control, Maddie's husband could have to think about getting a kidney transplant. Were you aware of Caleb's condition? Please share your thoughts in the comments area. Although there have always been emotional highs and lows in the Sister Wives universe, this time the heartbreak strikes very close to home for one of the Brown family's most cherished daughters. Fans have been sending love and prayers to Maddie Brown Brush, daughter of Janelle and Kody Brown, after she disclosed the heartbreaking news that her husband, Caleb Brush, has been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, CKD. The family's continuous struggle behind the scenes was revealed when the information was shared in a heartfelt social media post and then talked about in a heartbreaking confessional on Sister Wives, One-on-One. Living away from the reality TV spotlight in North Carolina, Maddie and Caleb, who have 3 young children together, Axel, Evie, and Josephine, have always been the epitome of small-town simplicity. However, this medical emergency has unexpectedly brought them back into the spotlight. Maddie claims that Caleb's symptoms began mildly at first, including regular headaches, edema, and exhaustion, which they initially dismissed as stress-related. She said in the show, her voice shaking, "He's always been such a hard worker. We assumed it was usual for him to be fatigued after returning from the labor site. We were unaware that his kidneys were having problems." The family was shocked by the results when Caleb eventually had his routine blood testing done. His kidneys weren't working correctly, as seen by his noticeably high creatinine levels. The couple's worst fears were validated by more testing. Caleb had early-stage chronic renal disease, a degenerative illness that, if left untreated, can result in kidney failure. Maddie said, "It felt like the world stopped spinning for a minute. Holding hands, we sat in the doctor's office, attempting to comprehend the implications of this. All I could think about was, we have 3 young children. What if his condition worsens?" The 37-year-old Caleb, who is renowned for his quiet courage and strong faith, has accepted the prognosis with dignity and resolve. In a confessional video, he stated, "This isn't the end of my story. Although it's a curveball, I'm not giving up. I have too much to live for, including Maddie, our children, and the future we are creating together." Even though Maddie and Caleb live in different states from the majority of the Brown family, the close-knit kin quickly learned of his diagnosis. Maddie's mother, Janelle Brown, has been particularly outspoken about her daughter's suffering and her son-in-law's bravery. Janelle emotionally remarked, "Caleb is such a solid man. during a sister-wives phone conversation. He is the kind of husband that every mother wishes her daughter would find: loyal, trustworthy, and kind. It hurt my heart to hear that he was ill. That day I wanted to board a plane. According to reports, even Kody Brown, who has frequently been depicted as emotionally aloof from some of his older children, made secret contact with Caleb and Maddie. Kody said, "This type of news puts everything in perspective. Our family comes first, regardless of our differences." According to reports, Christine and Janelle, who have remained friends even after ending their marriages to Kody, have been collaborating to provide Maddie with emotional and spiritual support. On Instagram, Christine even posted the following message: "Keep Maddie and Caleb close to your hearts, please. They are confronting an unthinkable challenge, but they are doing it with love and trust." That is the essence of family. A chronic illness known as chronic kidney disease, CKD, causes the kidneys to progressively deteriorate over time. Failure of the kidneys can have serious consequences because they are in charge of removing waste from the blood and preserving fluid balance. Caleb has stage 3 chronic kidney disease, CKD, which means that although his kidneys are damaged, with the right care, there is still a chance to delay or even stop the disease's progression. According to reports, his treatment plan entails a rigorous diet, lifestyle modifications, and careful monitoring of blood pressure and blood sugar levels, both of which are vital for kidney function. However, it is impossible to overlook the imminent prospect of a transplant. Maddie remarked, "The doctors were honest with us. They advised us to get ready for the potential that he may require a transplant in the future." Hearing that is difficult, particularly if you are just in your 30s. Although Caleb maintains he isn't prepared to consider that far in the future, the couple has already started looking at donor options. "I'm making every effort to maintain my health," he said. "However, I have faith that God will lead us through it if that day ever arrives." Faith is the foundation of Maddie and Caleb's tenacity, according to those who know them. The couple has always placed a high value on their spiritual background. They were married in 2016 after meeting through church circles. "What's keeping us together is prayer," Maddie wrote in her post. "Caleb reminds me that God is in control and I start to lose my way. Our new family motto is that." The Browns have united behind the same belief in spite of their complicated family relations. In a subsequent interview, Christine explained that while Caleb is receiving treatment, the extended family has been organizing visits, meal trains, and child care assistance for Maddie. "It serves as a reminder that despite our current separation, we remain connected," she remarked. "We all feel it when one of us is hurt." The outpouring of sympathy has even reached Sister Wives fans. "We're praying for Caleb's healing, and you've got an army of love behind you," were among the many words that fans posted on Maddie's Instagram. To aid with Caleb's medical bills, one fan even organized a tiny online fundraising. Maddie politely declined financial assistance, preferring to ask for prayers instead. There have been rays of hope despite the severe emotional toll. With the comment, "This man is the strongest person I know." Maddie just posted a picture of Caleb and their daughter Evie strolling hand in hand. "He grins for our babies even on the bad days." According to people close to the couple, Caleb's most recent test results indicate that his kidney function has remained stable since beginning medication, which gives them cautious hope. According to Maddie, it's not getting worse. "For now, that is a victory for us." Additionally, by encouraging others to have regular checks, the couple has been leveraging their platform to spread awareness about kidney health. "Perhaps things would have turned out differently if we had discovered this sooner," Maddie stated bluntly. "However, we're using our narrative to help others rather than focusing on it. That is how we give the suffering meaning." Throughout the Sister Wives world, Maddie and Caleb's relationship has consistently been one of the most solid and dependable. Maddie and Caleb have mostly avoided the turmoil, but the relationships of other Brown family members have fallen apart in spectacular fashion. In North Carolina, they established a simple religious existence away from the complicated polygamy that before characterized her father's home. That choice seems more significant now than it did before. Maddie remarked, "We're thankful we have a calm home to concentrate on healing. Our children don't have to witness our fear, they must see our optimism." According to reports, Janelle has been coming frequently to assist with childcare and housework, as well as provide emotional support. Janelle declared, "My baby girl is Maddie. It has been difficult to watch her bear this burden, yet she is doing it with such poise. Their love defines them, not Caleb's disease." The Browns maintain a realistic yet positive outlook as Caleb continues his healing process. Maddie remarked, We're praying his kidneys hold steady. We're changing our way of life, following the advice of our doctors, and putting our faith in God. We're taking things day by day after that. There are also rumors that the makers of Sister Wives would use Caleb's story as the subject of a future special episode, not for dramatic effect, but rather to highlight the family's health issues. According to TLC insiders, Maddie has been contacted by the network to record an awareness feature that would focus on organ donation and renal disease prevention. Maddie hasn't explicitly stated that she will be attending, but she hasn't ruled it out either. It's worth it if telling our story encourages even one person to get tested early, she said. Maddie is still posting hopeful and thankful updates for the time being. Life doesn't always go as planned, but it's still beautiful, says her most recent one. It is sufficient that we are battling, praying, and clinging to one another. Divorces, separations, religious crises, and the agonizing disintegration of once shared dreams are just a few of the many storms that the Sister Wives family has endured. Nevertheless, the tale of Maddie and Caleb serves as a reminder to viewers of what the program was always intended to stand for: love, resiliency, and the strength of familial bonds. Caleb is surrounded by love and unflinching support as he navigates the uncertain path ahead, which may include dialysis, long-term treatment, or perhaps a transplant. In a recent interview, Caleb said quietly, "I don't know what the future holds. However, I am aware of my blessings. I have 3 lovely children, the greatest partner, and a faith that keeps me rooted. We'll confront whatever comes our way together." The core of the Brown family's legacy is founded in that sentiment, not fame or perfection, but the unwavering strength of love in the face of hardship.